So guys, we are taking you from the next part of the video. In this video, we are going to talk about types of constraint. In the last video, we discussed about what are constraint, what is the meaning of constraint. I also showed you some examples like with the columns. There I wrote some columns and I explained that which type of values can be taken in particular column or not. So now we are talking about the types of constraint. So what are the types of constraint? How many types constraint have? So guys, constraint have almost kya? There are total 3 types of constraints are there. 3 types are there. So we are talking about every type one by one. So first of all, in this type, first is called I think entity constraint. Guys, I just forgot the name, but yeah, I have recovered that. First one is entity constraint. So what does entity constraint do? What is you can say this is a rule. This is a first rule. This is a type of rule. So what is the rule will say? This rule will say that any column, if you define that in this column, like let's say this is a column, I decide that in this column there will be values. Any type of values can become. Yeah, we are not talking about the types of values, but I am saying that every value in this column should be unique. I am saying that not any duplicate value should occur in this column. Let's say this column name is ID. So I am saying that every employee ID should be different. Then how can a duplicate value come? It cannot become. So what I am saying that column, if I have a column name ID, employee ID, then this column have the values. Every value should be unique. And not null. Guys, this is very important term I am using. This, the value should be not null. So what are not null? Not nulls are the values. If I have a column, in this column, let's say I have a column, same column, column ID. In this column, 1 minute guys, I have this column. In this column, I have same column ID. I am saying every value should be there, not any value. If a employee is there, like say Ram, so Ram will always have an employee ID that should be put in the column. This column cannot be null in any direction, in any way. So the way I am defining that this column should be contain any ID, but it should not be null in any of the case. This is this type of constraint. When I define this rule, this type of constraint are called entity constraint. So guys, I think you have gotten my point that what is entity constraint. Now we are talking about the second type of constraint. What is the second type of constraint? That is referential constraint. So guys, what is referential constraint? Referential constraint. Let's say I have two tables. I have this table. I have this is table 1, and I have the another table. This is table 2. So guys, what I am saying that I have this table, first column, second column. I have this first column, I have this second column, and I have this third column. Let's say I have this. I am defining the column name here. So let's say this is employee ID. Guys, this is the employee name, or that is his designation. Okay, I have let's say here is the employee ID 1. Name of the employee is Ram. I am putting the data in the table. And what is the designation? I am saying the designation of this person, this data analyst. I have another employee employee ID is, let's say, 2. Name is Deepak. Who is he? This person is data scientist. Let's say I have different designation in this data, and I have another table called table 2, in which I have the name of the employee, I have the salary of the employee, I have the gender of the employee, I have the address of the employee. Let's say I have a second column, a second table named employee information. So in this table, I have the name of the employee, salary of the employee, gender of the employee, and address of the employee. So what I am saying this, if I want to check that what is the salary of Ram, then how will I find? Guys, tell me, if I want to check that what is the salary of Ram, I will check that because in this table I have not the salary column, but in this set I have the salary column or I have the name column. So I will find the Ram in this table, and definitely I will get the salary. But what if I say that I have an employee ID of 2? Okay, so guys, if I have an employee ID of 2, then how can I find the gender of the employee, which employee ID is 2? So what can I do? I can I can define second table's name as a primary key. I can say this is a primary key. What are primary key? What are secondary key? I will tell you. And what I am saying, this is foreign key. I am defining this as a foreign key. Foreign key. What does foreign key means? Foreign key means a key, a such key that is common in two tables called foreign key. There are some reasons. There are some criteria for a foreign key. That, let's say, name is foreign key. I am assuming that let's say name is a foreign key. So first criteria for name to become a foreign key is it should be a primary key of second table. If this is a primary key of second table, primary key, what does primary key means? Primary key means, guys, in short, I am telling you, primary key is a key, or I define primary key for a column to determine that every value of this column will be unique and null. I have told you in this entity constraint. Same definition of primary key is there. So what I am saying, this name should be unique and null. This is a primary key. It becomes the primary key, and it becomes the primary key. We will also have to tell the SQL that this is primary key. After defining the primary key, we can make the name of first table a foreign key, and it will be connect with the second table. Now I can access the information of these two tables by using SQL language, by structured query language. There will be a lot of method how will we access that, but we will have to create a relationship between these tables. Then only I can access the table. So why I am creating relationship? I will use a referential constraint when I am defining the second column and the first column. Second column as a foreign key and first column. Let's say there is one more thing, guys. A table has only one primary key. A table can only have one primary key, not more than that. Okay, but a table can have multiple foreign keys. A table can contain multiple foreign keys. Let's say I can also make designation as a foreign key. Let's say I have third table and I want to connect the table with a relationship, let's say whatever the relationship, then I can also define this key, this column as a foreign key. I can also define name as a foreign key with this second table, but the designation will be the primary key of the second table, and in third table, designation will be the primary key of the third table, and in third table there will only a single primary key. There should not any more than one primary key. There will be a single primary key, as well as in table second there will be a single primary key. There can multiple foreign keys in the table, but there will be a single primary key in the table. Have you gotten my point, guys? So this is not a very typical topic. In real coding, while you are using SQL, you will not even think what is referential constraint, because these are things, when you do the things practically, then theoretical part is not so relevant. But yeah, this should be known by you. And guys, I am telling you, if you write your first table, then after completing the first table, manage, leave, drop, alter, all commands you will use in that table. After that table, you will get to know that there is not a rocket science to learn that. This is very simple thing what I am teaching. And the last type of constraint, because I have told you in prior that there are three types of constraint. Last is semantic constraint. This is very simple constraint. So what does it mean? It means, this is very simple, guys. It means I have this table. I have two columns, let's say three columns. Okay. So what I am saying, that I have a column named gender. So I am saying in this column there is only either male come or female come. Not any third value can come in this column. So by to define this, to say this Mr. SQL, please take only male or female in this column. Don't take any other value. If I am saying this to SQL, I will use semantic constraint. To define semantic constraint is what? It is to define the particular set of values a column can have. Okay, guys. So this is semantic constraint. In semantic constraint, you define the particular set. Set means you define, you give the set, like you can take a value name male, female, and third gender, and you will always get this three data point in the column gender. There will not any other data point. So I am if I will try to put let's say in gender, someone try to put any other thing, like say ABC. If someone is putting ABC, it will give error. Okay, so this is the thing. This is called semantic constraint. So guys, I think these three types of constraint you have clear. I am going to revise it for the for your revising purpose. First of all, we learn about semantic constraint. What is semantic constraint? A constraint which have null and unique values. A column which can have null and unique value. We will define this by using entity constraint. And second one is referential constraint. Referential constraint is what? When we define a foreign key. Okay, so I have told a lot of about foreign keys. You can check the video in this video by slicing by going back. And there is a last type of constraint, that is semantic constraint. Semantic constraint is what? When we choose a particular set, that only these these words will be there. This is called semantic constraint. Okay, so guys, I think I am able to explain you, or you are also able to understand this. If you have any problem, then guys, don't hesitate to ask every question in comment. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.